endlessly searching for an original sin.
The Raven Remastered. I'm gonna be honest, I've really enjoyed that game. I thought the console was really good. I think it's nice how they're doing it. But I can see we're going to probably get a very interesting ending. Welcome, welcome. So let me go ahead and go to settings right off the bat. So this game was just released on, it's like putting this is an older game that's been re-released. I forgot to save, didn't I? So I know nothing really about this game. So it'll be interesting to see this. Again, this is a remaster, so this means it's a game, I believe, an old computer game. So let's see what it looks like. Chapter 1. Was that Cloud and Octorok? Yeah, I have a feeling this is an old school point-and-click game. I just have that feeling by the look of it. Also, I really like the music. Easter egg? What are you talking about? I'm not sure what Easter egg you're talking about, hon. It's actually really nice to see older games be remastered and brought back so they're not forgotten. Hello, TH Ooh, the Adventure Company, I remember them.
You'll be thrilled, Miss Pendry.
The Raven's heir. Soon as one of them's caught, another one takes his place. Hey, Harold, have you read this? Harold? Harold?
Yeah, I'll mess with it in the options, don't worry.
Harold? You hear me? This is no time for fun and games.
Calm down. I'm a copper. We're on the same side.
A copper? What are you doing here? And where's Harold?
Harold? Well, there's another guy back there unconscious. That's probably him. The Eye of the Sphinx. Where is it?
It's there.
Oh, good. Then he hasn't got it yet.
You mean the Raven's heir?
Shh! Turn it off. He's gonna steal the eye.
But how do you know?
Doesn't matter. All that matters is that we catch him. Do you understand?
Yeah, but...
Do you understand? You and me, mate. We'll be heroes. All right, now, we just have to...
What?
Halt! Stop! You're under arrest!
God, for a remaster, this game looks gorgeous. It is really cinematic.
Hands up!
I don't have time to play. I'm on duty.
You're funny, but you don't look like a real cop. You don't even have a revolver.
Is there an option? Did you go away? Who is he? Toy gun. Who is he?
What's your name, boy?
My name is Matthew Miller,
And where are you from, Matthew Miller?
from Dillsburg, Pennsylvania. But my mom and I live in England now. She's taking care of some rich old lady. We're on our way to Venice at the moment. We're taking a cruise on a big ship.
Impressive. You've already seen half the world. I've spent my entire life in Switzerland.
Must be really boring.
And what's with the gun? What do you need it for?
It's the Raven. He was gunned down, so now I need a pistol.
Dead birds don't need guns. Nor do live ones.
You don't know who the Raven is, do you? He's the greatest burglar ever. He stole paintings from the Louvre, and those priceless eggs with gold and diamonds and stuff. And Bobby Dobbs says he replaced the crown jewels with rhinestones.
I know who the Raven was. Although, I don't quite buy that bit about the crown jewels.
Burglary in London?
You do know, these days there are thieves far more dangerous than your old Raven. 2 days ago, a precious ruby was stolen from the British Museum. There was an explosion. A guard was severely injured.
Really?
Yeah. And you know what the papers say?
You talk too much, Constable.
Zellner, monsieur. Anton Jakob Zellner.
Or did he pull a gun on you?
No, monsieur.
Get a move on.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can access the options menu.
Inspector Legrand, it's a great honor to work with a celebrity like you.
We appreciate the support of the Swiss police, but it'd be better if you'd remain seated and keep an eye on things.
So I'm gonna say right now, this is how a remastered should be done. Look at how gorgeous this game looks. The music's fantastic, the voice acting is fantastic. This is how they should be doing remasters of games.
But monsieur, surely I can be of assistance, somehow. I saw a safe being loaded.
We have everything under control. If you'll excuse me, I'll be in the first freight car at the back of the train for the rest of the trip.
I'm not here to enjoy the beautiful scenery. I am a good observer, and I have finally honed powers of deduction.
Thanks to that?
I watched the people on the platform in Zurich. I know, for example, that that man over there is a violinist.
That would be more impressive if there weren't a violin case next to him.
And I believe that the gentleman in the next carriage is a German doctor on his way to Italy to take up a new position.
And what gives you that idea?
There's the rod of Asclepius engraved on his cufflink. And he's carrying a German-Italian dictionary.
Maybe he's just taking a holiday in Italy, following in Goethe's footsteps.
Too much luggage. And no, he's not retiring to Italy either. The suitcases are too shabby for me to believe that he can afford to retire in his late 50s.
All right then, Constable...
Zellner.
Constable Zellner. If you're such a clever fellow, what am I doing on this train?
He's on holiday, he's searching for someone. He's guarding something.
I think you're guarding something.
Oh really? And what might it be?
Whatever's inside the safe. Money, a jewel. Whatever's inside the safe.
I really couldn't say. But it must be very important.
Why is that?
Because you are very important. They wouldn't have assigned the case to you if it were just a trifle.
Let's assume that we really are transporting something very important on this train. And let's assume that it really is my job to see that it arrives safely. Then why isn't the train crawling with police?
Because that would be too suspicious. And also it would arouse attention.
You don't want to arouse attention.
Evident. But why not?
It's a trap. More men are necessary.
There are enough police on this train as it is. If there were more, they'd only get in each other's way.
I can assure you that I'd pack every seat in every carriage of this train with police. if it were a matter of deterrence.
Then
You're saying you don't want to scare off potential thieves? Ah, you're laying a trap.
That would explain why it's just me, and not the army, n'est-ce pas? All the same, I can't comment on your speculation. Well, that is impressive, I admit. But the fewer people involved, the better. Get along fine without you.
You won't.
Won't. Pardonnez-moi.
I can help, and I will help. You're in my country, and I've been ordered to assist you. And that's exactly what I'll do, whether you like it or not.
Clever and stubborn. Your commitment speaks volumes, Zana. But this is my show, and I don't need you. Bon voyage.
But how do you know? Oh, hello.
You cheated.
I did what?
I saw you talking to the German doctor on the platform. He told you everything himself, and you were just pretending to put 2 and 2 together.
And what of it? Do you know who that is? That's Inspector Nicholas Legrand. You have to impress him if you want to work with him.
I'm going to tell on you.
You'd really tell on me? To the very policeman who shot your dear Raven?
Whoa! It was him?
Mm-hmm. Hunted and killed Europe's most famous burglar. That's how he got his start.
I won't tell him a thing.
I wouldn't either. All right, Matthew. I have to do my work now.
Everyone calls me Matt. Well, except for my mom. She calls me Maddie, as if I were a little kid.
So, ah, damn it! I just want to
Whether
get to...
Legrand wants my help or not, I'll keep my eyes open. Maybe I can change his mind.
Tell me more. No, I'm good. I want to figure this out on my own.
All right.
So I actually just want to get into the options menu. He just said his plan out loud. This is an old school, I believe this is an old school point and click game. So you can kind of forgive him saying shit out loud. It's still really good. I am really enjoying this. Also, I really want to get into the menu. Let me know, guys, if you need anything louder or quieter, so that I know. Hi, puppy. What are you doing, my little angel? Hi. Are you the Raven? You are the Raven in disguise. You do like to steal shit. So I'm gonna hit the save game. So it's a little odd to control it with a PlayStation 4 controller, so it's because it's very obviously for Also, listen to the music for a minute and tell me if you've heard this song before. Because I know I've heard it somewhere else before. Puppy volume is a little low. Yes, Miko is not an angel. She is kind of a little devil. She does like stealing things. She actually started chewing on my wires again, which has kind of gotten me pissed. I gotta find out why she's doing that suddenly. I'm gonna get a webcam eventually so you guys can just watch her. Yeah, the music sounds familiar, which is bugging me. It's still very nice, very, orchestrate? I have no idea how to say it. So let's try controlling.
This is
Thank
the
you for the
first
bits.
car. The coal tender should be directly beyond this door, and in front of it, the engine.
The Titanic movie is where you've heard it. Every Disney movie. It is very, you know what, now that you've said that, it does sound very Disney-like. It makes me want to actually research this game a little more.
The violinist is a good-looking fellow, and he's traveling through the most beautiful mountain landscape in the world. But one can only hope that his violin is better tuned than he.
Can I talk to him?
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Let's see. Who is he? Let's ask who he is. It seems like he has a problem with his hand.
If I'm not mistaken, you're a violinist.
That's true.
A wonderful instrument. The violin music touches the soul.
That's why I learned to play it.
Do you play in an orchestra?
No, orchestras aren't really part of my world.
A solo violinist. The best soloists travel a great deal and make a pile of money, or so they say.
In that case, I'm probably not one of the best.
Huh, thank you for the 110 bits, Jedi Bob. It reminds me of Beauty and the Beast. Like a background song. So it is very Disney-like, which I think they might have been going for. Where is he traveling to?
Are you traveling to Istanbul non-stop?
No. I'll transfer in Venice to a ship. I'm on my way to Cairo.
Cairo?
I'm performing at the reception in the Egyptian Museum there.
Really? That's not a little suspicious.
I'm sure your recital will be a great success. But tell me, did you notice anything unusual on the train?
Anything unusual?
Persons acting suspiciously, for instance.
For heaven's sake, is there cause for concern?
Everything is in order, sir. We Swiss are just very cautious people.
I understand. No, I didn't notice anything.
Have a good trip.
Thank you.
Okay. So we've talked to him. I'm going to explore a little bit.
Very kind of you. Thanks. Oh, pardon me.
No problem. The uniform is waterproof. Mr.
Lucio. Professor Edgar Lucio.
Oh, a professor. Are you a scientist? Do you teach at the Sorbonne?
No, I work at the British Museum in London.
You don't say.
Well, I think it's probably reminding you of James Bond because it's probably going to be a mystery. Let's see. Burglary at the museum. Destination of his trip.
May I ask where you are going?
Of course. To Venice. I'm going to meet some colleagues there.
Oh, Venice. A beautiful city, or so I'm told.
Indeed. But I really have to take my leave now.
Just one more thing. Did you notice anything unusual on the train?
Here? On the train? No. I can't say that I have. Although I did spend most of the time in my compartment.
If you work in the British Museum, then you must have experienced the burglary firsthand.
No, I wouldn't say that.
Oh, no?
Well, there was a lot of commotion, but I didn't really pay much attention to it.
There was a break-in in your museum, and it didn't concern you?
Well, let's just say that nothing that's happened in the last 2,000 years concerns me.
Oh, I see.
Whatever you say. The famous Inspector Legrand is on this train. I imagine you know him.
No, should I?
You don't know him? And you also don't know what he's doing here?
No. Why should I?
Just a thought. You're a representative of the British Museum. There's a guarded safe on the train.
I'm sorry. I don't know what you're trying to imply. And now, please excuse me.
All right.
I don't want to take up any more of your valuable time, but you do understand, don't you, that what concerns me is the present, and especially the robbery at the museum.
Yeah, of course, of course. It's just, I'm in rather a hurry.
You'll get in touch if you notice anything unusual, won't you, Professor?
Of course, Constable. What's this?
What's the matter, sir?
The door. I can't open it.
Ah, we'll sort it out somehow.
Calm down, sir. I'll do
The
it.
compartment is locked.
But I didn't lock it. I don't even have a key. I asked the steward. He was going to bring me one, but he never came back.
Someone locked it.
So pick it.
Find the steward. He needs to bring me the key immediately.
Calm down, Professor. I'll see what I can do.
He had...
You don't understand. I have to get back in my compartment.
All right, just wait here.
He's a little bit of a freak, isn't he? All right, let's kind of look around a little bit.
The little label on the door reads Baroness von Trebitz. Blue blood on the Orient Express.
Nice reference. So we can knock.
Yes, what is it?
Whoever that is, James, ask them whether they found my purse and then closed the door. The noise on this train is driving me crazy.
Lost purse?
You're missing a purse. Was it stolen?
At the very least, I cannot find it, sir.
It was stolen.
When did you... When was the last time the Baroness saw her purse?
What?
In Zurich, on the platform, sir.
I just asked where you last saw your purse.
In Zurich on the platform. James, tell him that I still had it when I got out to stretch my legs.
The Baroness says...
Maybe you lost it there.
What?
The Baroness never loses anything, sir.
I never lose anything.
Very well then. I shall be on the lookout for your purse.
We'll ask questions.
I will have a look around.
Thank
lost it.
you, sir.
So we have to find... So we have a couple of missions here, so... I am enjoying this game so far. I'm gonna hit a save, because I'm paranoid. So we're gonna go for a little longer. Hi, puppy. I say paranoid and you look at me. So I'm thinking if I look in the back of the train, maybe he's the Raven. Maybe, but I think he's a little too fidgety and nervous, but then again, that would make sense. He's probably got something in there. That's why he's acting like that.
I don't believe it. I never thought I'd ever meet you.
Pardon me, but we'd prefer...
It's all right, Miss Miller. I'd like to speak to the inspector.
Unfortunately, just a constable, Lady Westmacott. I'm reading The Vicarage in the Mirror right now, for the 5th time at least.
That's nice, Constable...
Zellner. Anton Jakob Zellner.
This is my companion, Miss Miller.
A pleasure.
So yes, those that were saying Agatha Christie, there you go. I think she's a reference to that. Goodbye. Thank you for stopping by. So we're gonna do a little bit more of this, and then I am gonna leave because I've got to get some stuff ready to go. Also, puppy love. I'm getting puppy love right now.
May I ask what you're doing here? Are you on holiday?
Holiday? Yes, so to speak. The first and last holiday of my life.
Madam?
I've been writing since I was a little girl. It became my job, and now I've stopped. So, this must be a holiday.
You quit writing? Impossible. I have all of your books. Your Detective Partout is my favorite character.
Then I have bad news for you. I killed the old wretch off years ago.
I don't understand.
I'd rather not discuss my work, Constable.
Oh, well, fine.
The Tree Shadow. Remember, guys, this is a remaster of an older game. Benny Oshman? What else did he work on? We've heard him before. The name sounds familiar. It might have... let's see... Full of passengers.
There's something else. A passenger's purse has gone missing. I suppose you haven't seen it.
I'm sorry, Constable Zellner. As you know, I only deal with murder, not burglary.
Have you asked my boy yet? Maddie is good at finding things.
I'll go and do that now.
Oh, that's actually a pretty good... Thank you for that.
As a writer, you must be very observant. Am I right? I mean, you have to study the behavior of people around you to create the characters in your novels, don't you?
I solved the mystery of human nature a long time ago, Mr. Zellner. Since then, most people just bore me.
Really? I had the impression you were eyeing me suspiciously as I came in.
What do you want to know, Constable?
Let's see... Where's you traveling to?
Are you traveling to Istanbul, Lady Westmacott?
No. We are on our way to Venice. From there, we will take a ship to Cairo. As you may know, I have a penchant for archaeology. I fund a few excavations in Egypt. I traveled to Egypt by ship as a young woman. And now I'm doing it again as an old woman.
I see.
I will say the writing in this game is pretty nice. Let's see what his thoughts are on the archaeologist.
About the other passengers, did you notice the man who just walked into the next carriage with a cup of tea?
I did. He seemed nervous. He was waiting at the bar for the steward, and since the steward never appeared, he elected to help himself. He took 2 biscuits.
He seems pretty young, but he's already a professor at the British Museum.
Interesting. I'll have to talk to him later. Just out of courtesy, of course.
Of course.
The violinist?
Did you notice the blonde man with the violin case?
Ooh.
I certainly did. He introduced himself and tried to make a good impression. People like him are drawn to wealth and fame, like moths to a flame.
But his charms failed on you.
I know him by name. David Kreutzer. He was a drain on my friend's purse.
Do you think he has a money problem?
People like him always have a money problem. No matter how much you give them, they always spend twice as much and complain that they have far too little.
Okay, goodbye.
As much as I'd like to keep talking, duty calls.
You were right.
Madam?
I did observe you as you came in. You seemed so eager.
It's been a long time since I've had a chance to prove myself, madam.
And this is it? Your chance?
I do hope so.
Then grab it. Even small people can make big changes, as my friend Ronald likes to say.
I shall do my best.
So let's go a little longer. I've got some time before I gotta get going. He seems a little too suspicious for my liking. Also, I'm a fiend at saving, please forgive.
Butterscotch. I've loved them since I was a child. Their only drawback, they don't play nice with false teeth. Maybe if I just suck it.
So I have a feeling we can use that later to get the kid to talk. So let's meet Dr. Gebhard.
Ah, Mr.
Zellner.
Right. How can I help you?
Anything suspicious, robbery? Missing purse?
The Baroness is missing her purse.
A Baroness? This train is really full of the creme de la creme. The Queen of Crime is over there, and now a Baroness as well.
Have you seen the purse?
Unfortunately, no. Do you know Lady Westmacott? You were talking to her?
Well, I'm an admirer of her work.
Like so many others. I once read in the newspaper that only Shakespeare and the Bible sell more copies than her crime novels.
I read that too.
She must be filthy rich. As a doctor, I'd have to work 1,000 years to earn that kind of money.
Yeah, no, she's not filthy rich. Her publisher is, though. Aubrey. Have you seen the conductor?
There's something else. Do you know where the conductor is?
I'd like to know that myself. I told him to search for my missing suitcase in Zurich. He hasn't got back to me yet. He's probably in cahoots with the thieves and didn't bother getting back on the train. If we don't crack down on vermin like them, the rabble will rule the world one day.
Well, at the moment, we still don't know what really happened.
He is not here doing his job. That's bad enough.
Some of the voice actors could use a little work, but I believe this is early. Goodbye.
Auf Wiedersehen, Dr. Gebhardt.
Goodbye, Constable. It was a pleasant chat, really.
So guys, if you want to see more of this game, I will be doing some more of this game probably in the next coming weeks, because we have already a lot of games that we're doing, like Persona 5 and others. So I'm going to say this one is a really good one if you want to pick this up. This is the Raven Remastered. This was just released on all consoles. I highly suggest it. And I'll be back tonight with some more indie games. Thank you all for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye!
You better grab that tambourine, bring the bass, we might be weak.